All right, howdy folks. Farmer Devin here. I am going to record a video here. I am in the shop working on bee boxes, as you can tell. And I just wanted to record a little bit of what I'm dealing with, what my struggles are at the moment, some of my failures. We'll talk about that, and just talk about what I'm getting done at the moment. Record that and have it for future records, all that good stuff. So today, basically, I'm currently working on my last box to give myself 8 complete hives that have been worked through. Well, I can't count because this will be the end of 7, so I'll have to do another 2 boxes. Anyway, what we're dealing with, I have a bad wax moth infestation. And you see all this white in here, that's all silk from wax moths. So I'm taking these frames out and addressing them, and it seems like there's definitely a pattern of more wax moths where there was honey left in the hive. But I've got, a lot of infestation going on. So I'm taking these frames and I'm scraping all of the infested areas off of the frame, and I'm going to be melting that wax down and getting it cleaned up. So what's not super infected, or what seems to be pretty clean anyway, I'm leaving that, not scraping it. And then everything in the hive, including the surface of the frame, the comb, all the wood surfaces, the inside of the hive, and ceiling surfaces, all that, I am taking this torch and we're charring everything. The wax, obviously, I'm not really going for a char, but I'm making sure that there's some flame entering each cell, just to hopefully, the idea is anyway, kill any eggs or larvae of wax moths that I don't see. And I'm hoping that's enough. I am thinking through like what I might do just to get ready for the season before the bees arrive this year. And I may possibly, this is just thoughts spitballing, but I might possibly get some dry ice or something and stick them in each box, because, typically wax moths can be dealt with by stuffing frames in the freezer for a week or 2, I think. And obviously dry ice isn't going to freeze these for 2 weeks, but I'm thinking after charring them, if I then hit them with the high CO2 and the cold of the dry ice, that might hopefully kill anything that's in there, and enable me to have clean hives that I'm putting bees into. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. The other thing you can kind of see going on, and I haven't really done a lot of videos of the shop just because it's such a huge mess. But you can see that I've built some shelving units. I'm not sure if I've recorded anything talking about those or not, but I'm trying to get this huge pile of boxes reduced a little bit and clean up a little in here, try to make it a lot cleaner and more organized for the summer. So I've got a lot to do there, but I'm basically going to get myself 8 hives ready to go here, and then I'll probably get somewhere between 8 and 12 supers stacked up and clean, ready to go, and then try to organize all of the rest of my bee stuff, put them on the shelf, so that all I have over here in theory should be boxes that are covered on the top and bottom, and then all of this bee crap should be organized and put on the shelf. So I can consolidate all that, try to get it, into a smaller space, and that'll make it easier just to be organized in here this summer. So when I get that done, then I'm also going to get all my poultry stuff put on a shelf and over into this corner where you see the plucker, and I may be able to move that plucker over next to the honey extractor. I don't think I have any other large equipment to go in there, so use up that space in that way. But basically, just get everything organized and cleaned up in here quite a bit better, so that it's more functional as a space. And then when I get all that done and all this crap cleaned out of here and organized, I've got to get my brooder put in. That's going straight on the concrete this year. It's going to run from roughly that vertical there all the way over to roughly this vertical here. It's a 10 by 16 space, and I'm just going to be putting 2-foot plywood straight on the concrete this year instead of elevating it as I have done in the past. And then it'll get a layer of pellets, and it'll be ready for birds. We have layer chicks coming next month in March. Today, as I record this, it's near the end of February, so we're getting close in time. And that'll take up that space for probably 4 or 5 months, most of the summer, because I've got the chicks coming in March for the layers, and then I have the ducklings coming beginning of May, and those will be getting processed beginning of July. And then after processing in July, then I can look at getting that pulled out and put away for the year. So that's my big project right now. I just wanted to talk about it and record it a little bit. Not everything has been going great with the bee operation. I'm sure that the guys that sold it to me are, disappointed in my ability to manage. But I had a busy couple of years that I'm paying for now, basically. I was, not able to really pay the attention that I needed to or invest what I needed to get more bees and get all these boxes out in the field and active. So storage has not gone great. I've got, you can kind of see there's like a gap in that box. I've got a bunch of these boxes that I need to go through that are just not in the condition that they should be in, and I think that's allowing, insect infiltration. So that's a lot of my problem, and hopefully as I go through all this, I can get that addressed to some degree, and I can get all of my boxes that I don't like set in a pile, and I'm looking at possibly burning those if they're in a bad enough shape, or replacing parts, seeing what I can do to get the boxes in a little better condition so that as we get more bees and fill them up, we have good boxes to work with. We're not messing with a bunch of gaps and spaces in the hive. The other thing that I'll have to do yet with all these hives, you can see over there and on this box, obviously they're missing paint. I did have some kills, but it froze, so I'm just gonna have to buy some more probably next month, possibly April, and get these painted just before the bees arrive in May. So anyway, that's future to-dos, but for now I'm gonna finish getting all these scraped, charred, cleaned up, and put away, and then it's on to cleaning and organizing so we can get the brooder set up in here. Wish me luck.